Hello there. So, we're going to do our episode on cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper offers several health benefits, including pain relief due to its active ingredient capsaicin. And that capsaicin actually blocks pain receptors, or else six blocks signals. It also has plenty of vitamins and antioxidants, which are really good for heart health and boost metabolism. Come on over and learn some more with me. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Cayenne pepper today. So, um, cayenne peppers, pepper family. It's capsicum annuum. Capsicum annuum. So it's a member of the nightshade family. Don't ever let anybody tell you that all nightshades are dangerous, because they're not. Tomatoes are a nightshade. Peppers are a nightshade. Let's see. We have Solanaceae is the family of a nightshade. And along with its distant cousins are potatoes, eggplants, and tomatoes. And there's more. Those are just a few that they listed. So don't let people tell you that they're poisonous. Sort of. Okay, so the fruit is not necessarily what's poisonous. It is usually the leaves. Like, you're not going to go out and eat a tomato leaf or a potato leaf or anything like that, because, well, they're gross. They don't taste good. But that's the part that is actually the poisonous part, not the fruit. So there are nightshades that are poisonous. There are. It's just how it is. It's how it works. So cayenne is a shrub, and it originated in Central and South America and now grows in subtropical and tropical climates. I can grow it at my place, and I'm in 6B. Its hollow fruit grows into long pods that turn red, orange, or yellow when they ripen. Cayenne chili peppers, or Capsicum frutensis, belongs to this genus. I'm going to put words up here, of course, because I don't always pronounce everything correctly. Just the scientific words. Usually I'm fine with everything else. Capsicum comes from a similar cultivar of Capsicum annuum. Capsicum is an herb, and the fruit of the capsicum plant is what is used to make the medicine. Okay? I'm going to pause. So I have to go over all my little disclaimers. I am an herbalist. I am not a doctor. Do your own research. That is important. I read from the screen for the most part so I can stay on track. And also because I add studies that you can go and check out in the description below. They are all on those websites. Thanks for being here. Let's continue on with cayenne. It's related to other capsicums. We talked about some of them being the potatoes, eggplant, stuff like that. It's also related to sweet bell peppers, jalapenos, poblanos, serranos, and the notorious spicy ghost pepper. Well, cayenne's pepper's not nearly as hot as ghost pepper. It still quacks quite a punch. Quacks quite a punch? Mm-hmm. Packs quite a punch on the Scoville scale. If you're not familiar, it measures the heat of chili peppers. SHU, Scoville heat units. Cayenne peppers have a heat range of like 30,000 to 50,000 SHU, while ghost peppers have a higher heat level ranging from 855,000 to 1.04 million on the Scoville heat units. Cayenne pepper is commonly dried and ground into fine pepper. Cayenne pepper, the spice that we all know and that some people love and some people hate. Personally, I love it because I don't know that I preferred it before realizing what benefits it has to our bodies. Um, so I didn't really use it that frequently before, but I have, maybe you could say, acquired a taste for it. I put it a little bit on different things now. We put it definitely on our salmon. We cook salmon. I put it on some veggies, just enough to give it like a little taste, but not enough to like hot, because even the littlest bit of it is still beneficial to us. So it's been important for centuries, both in cooking and medicine, as a medicinal ingredient. It's very common in Cajun and Creole cuisines and widely used in traditional Ayurvedic and Eastern medicines, primarily for digestive and circulation problems. I would venture to say, in my experiments and my experience, that it helps with Raynaud's. The Raynaud's syndrome, it has helped by a lot. Get rid of that for me. Peppers grow on a cayenne shrub. The actual shrub's called cayenne. The cayenne peppers are the actual fruit of the cayenne shrub. There's so many legit and legalism and what, I don't know, formal formal words to use for things. I'm not a very formal person. Um, I can be. It's not fun. Anyway. Um, Today it's cultivated around the world in tropical areas, India, East Africa, Mexico, in certain areas of the United States. And the actual part of it that you'll recognize the name capsaicin. People talk about capsaicin. That is the actual medicinal part. Um, so the first thing and foremost that every herb, plant, vegetable, fruit pretty much does is it is an inflammation reducer. So the next time you feel pain from an inflammatory injury or condition, don't reach for over-the-counter medicines. One study found that cayenne pepper was just as effective as the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug diclofenac. It's a medicine word. Diclofenac. I've never heard of that actually. So basically, it's ibuprofen. Okay. Plus, it doesn't come with the adverse side effects that accompany any synthetic drug. Authors of the study found that cayenne pepper could be used as an alternative analgesic or anti inflammatory agent to reduce inflammatory pain. Try using some of these next time you get like sciatic pain, or when the pain from rheumatoid arthritis gets too much to bear. Take some cayenne. Okay. The capsaicin in chili peppers, not just cayenne, but cayenne is what we're talking about today, is what gives them their spice and their heat. But it's also a pretty potent pain reliever. When applied topically to the skin, capsaicin can help alleviate pain by reducing the amount of a chemical messenger known as substance P, which travels to the brain to signal discomfort. With less substance P, you can feel less pain. So I would advise making a cayenne salve because, I guess you could make a cayenne oil. You can turn oils into salves, so that would make sense. But like, if you don't have the salve on hand made, you can just add the cayenne to some olive oil, avocado oil, not any non-seed oils. By the way, just in case you're wondering, avocado oil does not come from the seed. It comes from the actual fruit itself. So I have seen them make it in a video, and that's the only, because I really questioned that too. I'm like, but it doesn't. It comes from the actual flesh of the plant. So that is a non-seed oil. Non-seed oils, that is the hugest part of oils. It cannot be a seed oil. I could go into that. I could do a whole video on that too. If you ever want or interested, let me know. Anyways, you can carry your oil with and put in your cayenne and shake it up real good. Cayenne's so potent that it would probably infuse pretty quickly if you're going to use it right away. But obviously, the best way to use it would be to, make an oil, which an oil in that regard would take like the 4 to 8 weeks, depending on how strong you want it. And I just keep it on hand all the time. I want to make a salve out of it, add beeswax to it. Okay. I can go over that one of these days too if you're interested. So, you're going to basically rub that on the spot that's sore, and then it's going to, it will heat up, but it won't heat to the point of pain because it's a pain reliever, not a pain causer. Now, don't put it on broken skin. Don't put it on broken skin because that will sting. That will hurt. That will burn. The FDA has approved topical capsaicin treatments for certain types of nerve pain, and research on capsaicin injections for relieving arthritis pain is promising. Capsaicin is also used we talked about it in topical form. You can make it into a cream from a potent spice, can be applied to the skin to help alleviate arthritis pain. Don't put on damaged skin. So it also can relieve joint pain and nerve pain, which we just kind of highlighted there. It reduces the amount of substance P. That is the chemical that carries pain messages to the brain. When there is less substance P, the pain messages no longer reach the brain, and then you feel relief. Sometimes those messages are necessary to let us know that something is wrong, but if we're already aware that something's wrong and we just want relief from it, that's when a cayenne pepper salve or oil or cream would definitely be useful. Science studies have found that cayenne pepper can help relieve pain after surgery, such as a amputation or a mastectomy. It also alleviates pain caused by nerve damage in the feet or legs resulting from like diabetes problems, lower back injuries, neuropathy, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and fibromyalgia, which all of them have symptoms of joint and muscle pain. So, sounds like I'm making myself a cayenne pepper salve and giving it to a few people that I know. Now, I know neuropathy can be helped by prickly ash. That can be helpful too. So maybe I wonder, prickly ash and cayenne? I have to look into that a little bit more because I love my formulations. I ain't gonna lie. So it can repair damaged skin. Due to its high vitamin E content, it does have vitamin C too, but vitamin E content, cayenne pepper can be incorporated into your beauty regimen. Along with the vitamin C that I mentioned, vitamin E helps restore collagen levels, a protein essential for maintaining skin elasticity and suppleness. Basically, anti aging. Vitamin C and E are also antioxidants. And what do antioxidants do? They relieve the body of oxidative stress and they help our cells breathe. I just posted something on our Facebook page or our Facebook group the other day and talked about, I don't remember his name. Sorry, I don't remember things very well all the time. Um, the guy who discovered what causes cancer, basically. And what I read was extremely eye opening. Cancer is basically mutated, a cell that's mutating from not receiving oxygen. Really? It's basically caused by stress or caused by sugars because sugar is smothering. Sugar is smothering to our cells, um, particularly processed sugars. Natural sugars like fruit, by all means, have as much as you want. Back to this. This is why I write it down because I got to get back to it. So they also have been shown to reverse skin damage caused by excessive UV rays. So if you've been in the sun for too long and you're worried about modifying those sunspots you've acquired in your earlier years, um, because if our bodies are pent up with oxidative stress, we're eating a lot of sugars, we're going to get things are going to cells are going to be manipulated in our body if we have these other issues. And then the sun doesn't cause cancer, it manipulates. It's really hard to put these into words that I know how to use. It's all up in here, but words don't actually come out right. So the sugars and the oxidative stress mutates what the sun is trying to repair in our bodies. If the cells are damaged, then the sun will expose that and will manipulate that. Where if we don't have any damaged cells, the sun's fine. I think you might get it. I think I'll write it down once I actually get the right words out and I'll tell you better. If you're interested, I mean, I can make a whole video on that too. So add some cayenne to your diet and apply a topical cream to problem areas to reduce wrinkles too. Watch out for your eyes though. Don't put cayenne in sensitive areas. No mucous membranes, eyes, nose, mouth. I mean, we're going to eat it, but like it'll burn. Um, yeah, don't put it on sensitive areas. So it can also prevent blood clots. Cayenne pepper can help prevent blood clots, supporting your heart health. Blood clots are blockages that occur in blood vessels and arteries. They limit blood flow through your circulatory system, making it harder for your heart to pump. Additionally, limited blood flow through the body may increase the risk of a stroke. Blood carries oxygen and other vital nutrients throughout your body, so you don't want to mess up this system. Cayenne pepper prevents blood clots by encouraging fibrinolytic activity. Okay. Capsaicin is also effective at clearing away lipid deposits that narrow your arteries and dilating them, allowing blood to flow freely through without any blockages. Cayenne pepper's good. So people are always worried about too high of cholesterol levels. There's a whole thing on that too. If somebody wants me to make that video, I will. Because I got to do more research on that. I know it, but I want to see the research. That's a thing. We all want to know. We all want to know. Kind of like with the sun and everything. I actually talked to a doctor about that not too long ago. And he was like, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, because it's common sense. Or at least to me, because I think through all that stuff. Anyway, it's really hard to iterate that kind of stuff for me. I think it will. But words. So 40% of people over the age of 25 have low blood pressure. And then the other part have high blood pressure. Okay. So if you're stressed and active or you eat a poor diet, you have blood pressure issues, whether it be high or low. So adding cayenne to your daily diet is one way to help lower your blood pressure levels. One study found that mice with high blood pressure who consumed capsaicin daily increased a reduction in their blood pressure levels. Another study found that capsaicin helped relax blood vessels in subjects, resulting in lower blood pressure. Although these trials were animal studies, they show promising results indicating that diet high in anti-inflammatory foods, vegetables, may reduce blood pressure, which has numerous benefits for the heart. We kind of all know this already. It's just activating those intentions are what's important. So, I don't know, I have it down here further. I didn't put these in order. Meant to, then I didn't. So, I mean, also with what it does for lowering blood pressure, then also, or even the high, low or high, it'll fix it. It'll balance it out. It reduces our heart disease options. Studies on animals have shown that capsaicin and chili peppers may reduce heart-related problems such as, we said, high blood pressure, by calming inflammation. However, they have also found that individuals who regularly consume chili peppers were 13% less likely to die from any cause than those who avoided spicy foods. So you're 13% more likely to live. Spice lovers have a lower risk of heart-related diseases like heart attacks and strokes. Cayenne pepper it is. What's on your menu tonight? Yeah, I'm going into this a lot. Sorry. It's getting a little long, isn't it? Several studies have found that consuming cayenne pepper can reduce hunger, increasing feelings of fullness, and lead to decreased food intake. I don't think if we're eating a healthy, balanced diet, we're not going to really feel hungry anyway. I have found that when I started hardcore eating healthy, I wasn't hungry almost ever. I had to sometimes force myself to eat. It just, when you're not eating junk, your body's being nourished. So cayenne minimizes the release of hunger hormones, ghrelin, that prompts you to eat. One study found that cayenne pepper helped decrease appetite in Japanese women and total energy intake in Caucasian men. Additionally, the researchers found that correlation between cayenne pepper and increased sympathetic nervous system activity in the Caucasian male group. Another study found that people who took capsaicin supplements ate 10% less on average than a control group, while those who drank a beverage that contained capsaicin reduced their energy intake by 16%. So basically, they got more energy. I don't know why it's worded that way, but it just means that they had more energy. So it obviously boosts our metabolism, increases the amount of heat that our bodies produce, providing a slight boost in our metabolism and causing you to burn a few more calories. It's not going to be like drastic. It will not. But it'll definitely help. So reducing hunger, making you eat less throughout the day. So, and then ironically, guess what? It'll help with your digestive health. It actually will fix heartburn. Okay, so spicy foods are often associated with heartburn. However, capsaicin and cayenne pepper actually stimulates the nerves in your stomach that produce digestive enzymes, which help with digestion. Research suggests that it helps prevent the most common type of stomach ulcer, which is caused by the bacterium H. pylori. For those suffering from conditions like IBS, cayenne can help promote regular bowel movements and reduce discomfort associated with digestive issues. And in all that, it'll heal ulcers. So once it hits our body inside, it's an anti-irritant and it helps alleviate pain. We talked about that. But it also inhibits acid secretion and stimulates mucus and alkali secretions, particularly gastric mucosal blood flow. It helps prevent and heal ulcers. One study found that capsaicin helps stimulate neurons in the stomach. It also signals for protection against agents that cause injury. If you want to enhance your protection against ulcers further, then don't take NSAIDs like ibuprofen, and use cayenne pepper to help relieve pain instead. Try adding some to your favorite, I don't know, stir fry dish or something like that. So it also supports eye health. We've all been told that carrots are really good for our health, of the health of our eyes because of the high vitamin A content. Well, cayenne pepper contains a lot of vitamin C too, so if carrots aren't your thing, you can try spicy stuff instead. Vitamin A is also in the cayenne peppers. It is essential for maintaining healthy brain and skin function. It functions as an antioxidant in our bodies, reducing toxins and inflammation that contribute to chronic diseases such as macular degeneration. Vitamin A can also help foster cell growth, healthy cell growth. Not only does it minimize damage to existing cells, it also encourages the formation of new healthy cells. 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper a day provide you with a full recommendation intake of vitamin A for the day. 2 teaspoons. There's your dosage. It doesn't come at the bottom, it comes now. Your dosage is bottom line. No more than 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper a day. Put it in your water. Put it in your food. Put it, if you can handle it, put it right on your tongue. I did not look this up ahead of time, but it is said that if somebody's having a heart attack, stroke, or something like that, or has internal bleeding, literally just give them some cayenne. And it's supposed to travel to the place that is needed and like block the pain. It's supposed to block the bleeding. I did not find a study on that. I'm sorry, I didn't think of it until now. It's also antifungal, antibacterial. So research shows that it's effective against 16 different fungal strains, and it's non-toxic. That's the big one. So it's safe for animals too. So research also indicates that cayenne pepper can serve as a substitute for traditional preservatives, to help make your food fresh and healthy. Um, we talked about how it reduced heart disease. It can also reduce tooth pain, because toothache pain is the worst. It's the worst. It's one of the worst. Due to its ability to reduce substance P in nerve fibers, cayenne can be used topically to help and control tooth pain. While cayenne alone won't make your cavity go away, it can certainly get you through the pain until the next time you see the dentist. Mixing it with coconut oil and applying it directly to the painful area will help a lot. Don't spit it down the sink, spit it into the trash can, because the coconut oil will clog up your pipes. So, in all of that, it can also reduce migraines. Um, so, it can't relieve the migraine, but it diverts your attention away from the migraine. Before you write this method off as something you'd never try, consider it that some research indicates you can reduce your pain levels by merely using brain power anyway. That's what this says. For example, if you perceive your pain is not as bad as it really is, it may help reduce the actual levels. Additionally, you'll minimize substance P, or the nerve pain chemical, from the nerve fibers in the area where the pain is detected. In other words, you can trick your brain into feeling less pain. Talk about using your brain. I have never found that to be a thing that is possible for me, and I believe that I understand the mind over matter concept. I really do. But some of us are just not capable of doing that. So this timer's getting ready to run out. We have a couple more things to cover. The big ones, the big C. Big C. So let me pause here and then we're going to continue, and it won't take much longer, I promise. So, I know these have been running a little longer than the 30 minutes, but there's a lot of information. We're going to talk about the big C. And so far, I have not been turned off for using the cancer word. So cayenne is known to reduce cancer risks. Still in its early stages is what the studies indicate, that capsaicin possesses strong anti-cancer properties. It has been proven to specifically kill certain types of cancer cells, including prostate, skin, and pancreatic. So it can prevent the tumors. One study found that capsaicin may help inhibit the growth of cancer cells and prevent formations of new ones. Specifically, the study found that cayenne pepper may be especially beneficial in helping prevent lung cancer in people who have smoked. I don't believe that tobacco causes that, but that's a whole nother thing all itself. Another study indicated that similar results noted that research involved liver tumors and prostate cancer, while some people found that taking capsaicin supplement forms helps. You can also get the same benefits adding it to your food. Let's see. It reduces anxiety because cayenne stimulates the production of endorphins in the brain, which can help block pain signals and improve one's mood. Case in point, relieving anxiety and depression. It can boost brain function. Some studies suggest that regular consumption of spicy foods may are associated with lowering risk of cognitive decline related to aging. This makes cayenne an excellent addition to your diet if you're looking for brain health. And it boosts your immune system by vitamin C, beta carotene, the antioxidants, all those things. Increases your body temperature, which helps you sweat and boost your immune system response. It improves and increases the taste of healthy foods. So, like if you don't specifically like something, add cayenne to it. It might actually taste better. And it also stimulates orgasms and sexual function. So, because its ability to increase circulation, cayenne can be used to enhance intimacy in the bedroom. Do not apply cayenne topically to sensitive areas of the skin. It is best to add it as a spice to your foods or as a supplement. Okay, that's important. Because it will enhance sexual function because of increasing blood flow to sexual organs in both men and women. It can improve libido while alleviating any ED symptoms. Um, so, yeah, it can help with that stuff too. So, it can reduce allergies. Let's see. In most cases, people get allergies when the seasons change due to high pollen content. Because cayenne contains potent anti-inflammatory properties, it can be used to calm down these reactions. It's also a great food to eat when you need relief from food allergies, as it detoxes the system and reduces inflammation while stimulating processes that get the food irritants out of your gut. Leaky gut syndrome occurs when food particles pass through the intestinal barrier, causing inflammation. Cayenne can help calm inflammation and restore your digestive health to normal. You'll also just want to eliminate the food that's causing the problem in the first place. So it can support respiratory health um, due to its ability to thin mucus and promote drainage from congested sinuses, making it easier to breathe during colds and allergies. It'll help, when we eat spicy things, our noses run, right? So it clears up the nasal passages. Um, it supports detoxification. We just kind of mentioned that. If your body is constantly exposed to toxins from the environment, food, and even its own metabolic processes, cayenne pepper can help support your body's natural detoxification system by stimulating the liver and increasing circulation. So, in all of that, it supports healthy aging. Obviously, it fights the common cold and flu because it's antibacterial and anti-inflammatory and did I say microbial earlier? That is true. It'll improve your skin health by repairing skin damage caused by environmental factors like UV exposure or pollution. I'm kind of skimming through this since it's getting long. It'll also promote healthy hair because the vitamin A in cayenne is essential for production of sebum, the natural oil that keeps our hair naturally moisturized and healthy. We're not supposed to have dry scalp. We're supposed to have a moisturized scalp. And for a lot of people in society, they consider that dirty, and it's really not. It is natural. It is supposed to happen. Society has really sanitized our natural body function. Okay. It'll also boost energy levels. It supports healthy liver function, and we talked about that, filtering toxins out of the body so it can keep functioning correctly. Supports healthy pregnancy. This is due to the high vitamin C content, which supports fetal development and improves circulation. Both are essential factors in maternal health. Um, it boosts nutrient absorption, promotes longevity. One study found that half a, it had nearly half a million subjects found that individuals who consumed foods containing cayenne pepper had a 14% higher chance of living a longer life than those who did not. Further research suggests that this may be attributed to cayenne's potential to reduce the incidence of death from heart problems, cancer, and respiratory issues. You do not have to eat a lot to reap the benefits either. Results from the study showed that eating it a few days a week was better than only once a week. Okay, so add it to your food. It doesn't taste bad. If you don't like spicy, don't add that much. It supports diabetic management because it reduces fasting blood glucose levels through active compounds, therefore positively influencing metabolic processes. So, whether fresh or dried, cayenne peppers are safe to eat and can be added as a spicy kick to many dishes. However, if you consume too much, you may experience unwanted side effects, such as an upset stomach or heartburn, because too much. Remember, we say moderation. If you're sensitive to spicy foods, you might feel a burning sensation in your mouth or on your lips, especially if you're eating raw peppers with seeds. The oily capsaicin in fresh cayenne pepper doesn't wash off easily. So use gloves when you're cutting it up, please. All peppers, except for bell peppers. All peppers that have a spiciness to them. Anything that has capsaicin in it. I've learned that multiple times, unfortunately, the hard way. I'm like, oh, these aren't spicy. Oh my gosh, my fingers are burning. Oh my gosh, I touched my face. Oof. My daughter got it up her nose one time. Yeah, we laughed about it, but really it was terrible for her. Don't rub your eyes after cutting fresh cayenne peppers. The capsaicin will cause burning, redness, and tearing. The symptoms will go away eventually because your body will flush it out. Um, don't use if you are on like Coumadin or Plavix, aspirin. If you're on like Tagamet, Nexium, Famotidine, which is Pepcid, Prilosec, Zantac. Don't use if you're using ACE inhibitors. I can't pronounce those words. They're just different medicines that are ACE inhibitors. But it's full of antioxidants, and your antioxidants are all your vitamin A, C, E, beta carotene, cryptoxanthin, choline, lutein. There's a lot of them. And then your nutrients like B1, B2, B6, K, folate, manganese, potassium, copper, iron, magnesium, selenium. Selenium's important, especially for your thyroid. Phosphorus, zinc. There's so much. Fresh peppers are healthier than dried spices, but the powder is still a good source of nutrients, including the vitamin A. It does not go away. Remember, it was the 2 teaspoons daily to like really be a medicinal dosage of cayenne. Just be careful. If you can't have it, then you can't have it. It's just how it is for everything. If you're on medications, more than like you probably shouldn't have it. You can have it like as a spice in a food, but not medicinally. That's what those kind of things mean. Because if you're going to go out to the restaurant and it has cayenne pepper in it, guess what? You're not going to die. You're not going to get hurt by just having it as a spice in your food. But if you want to take it medicinally, is when you can't have all those other medications, pharmaceuticals. Um, those are, yeah. If you're on medication, don't take a medicinal dosage of an herb. Bottom line. Um, Cayenne's pretty fantastic. Some people say to actually keep like a little vial of it in your purse or on your person with you in your apothecary kit. I want to get one of those little nice wooden boxes that I can just slip the little vials in and have an apothecary kit to carry around. I don't have one yet. That would be fun. That's a dream. Whatever. Um, the links that I gleaned the information from, especially the studies, if you want to read further on them, because all of them in the websites have links to the actual studies and like PubMed and different things like that. So if you're interested in researching further, which I highly recommend you research further, the links are down below. And there was so many more websites too, but these are just the ones that didn't reiterate everything that I had already learned. Like, because you're going to find the same information on different websites. And some of them, if you read through well enough, you'll find some new information. But I only put a few up on there. So go check them out, please. Do your own research. Highly recommend. I thank you so much for being here. Check out, I do have a TikTok, but I'm not on it as much. I am on Blue Sky. I'm on Lemonade. Don't post on there on either of those as much. I am on Facebook group, The Herbalist Garden, and I am there often because I have daily things that I post during the week. And we have a lot of good conversation, some arguments, but it's all for the good in the long run because sometimes we have to have an argument to learn something. Anyway, been keeping y'all long enough. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Give me advice on what other herb you would like. I don't know the order of these, but I've got like gum tree. I've got rhodiola. I've got eucalyptus, urbanate. I've got aloe. These are all options. Tell me what you want to hear about next. I definitely like suggestions. I would appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a great time learning with me because I learned a lot. There was a few things that I didn't know. Have a great day. Thank you.